Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today we are doing part 2 of diet and nutrition myths that we're gonna debunk. And I'm gonna tell you why these are absolutely untrue. If you missed the first 10 in the first video, I will link it down below for you. But today we're gonna debunk 10 more. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, you will find nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories. That is what I follow to lose and maintain a 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down below for you. So let's jump into 10 more nutrition and diet myths and why they're false. Like I said, if you missed video 1, 10 of myths that we talked about earlier, I will have that video linked down below for you. But let's jump in to number 1 of diet myths that's untrue, and that is you have to be skinny to be healthy. And being a little bit overweight, a little bit chunky, even obese doesn't equate to unhealthy. There are so many other factors that dictate whether or not a person is healthy, and their weight on the scale is not one of them. What you want to focus on is moving your body, living a healthy lifestyle, and consuming nutritious foods. There's a lot of people, myself included, that weigh a lot on the scale but are actually fit and healthy and active. Being fit, having lean muscle, especially as a woman, being fit and active and healthy is way more important than being skinny. You can be on the skinny side and be very unhealthy. You can also be a little bit overweight and be very healthy. We want to focus on moving our body, building that lean muscle, and living a healthy lifestyle and eating nutritious foods. That is what is going to make us healthy, not the number on the scale. Number 2, calcium supplements are absolutely essential for bone health. There are some supplements that are really great, and not all supplements are a waste of money. I talked about this in the first video, but you do not need to take a calcium supplement to have great bone health. In fact, calcium supplements can often do more harm than good. Studies have linked calcium supplements to an increased risk of heart disease. Additionally, research shows that they don't reduce the risk of fracture or osteoporosis. If you're concerned about your calcium intake, it's best to focus on dietary sources of calcium like full-fat yogurt, sardines, beans, and seeds. You're going to get in calcium from dairy. So if you just focus on consuming some dairy throughout the day, that's all the calcium your body needs. That's all the calcium your bones need. You don't have to take a supplement for calcium. It's just not necessary. And like I said, sometimes it can do more harm than good. Number 3 kind of goes back to supplements, and that is fiber supplements are a good substitute for high fiber foods. So like I mentioned in video 1, supplements are meant to supplement your diet where you're lacking in food. You shouldn't get all of your protein from supplements. You shouldn't get all of your calcium from supplements, and you should not get all of your fiber from supplements. Your protein, fiber, calcium, nutrients, your macros need to come from whole real food, and then supplements are to fill the gaps. Now, I mentioned in the first video that I personally take a fiber supplement every day. It's called Just Better Fiber. It is amazing. It's tasteless. It doesn't have any texture. You can mix it in water. My husband just puts it in a bottle of water, shakes it up, and drinks it. I put it in my protein coffee every morning. It's going to help supplement fiber. And then I focus on fiber-filled foods throughout the day to make up the rest. High fiber whole foods like vegetables, beans, and fruit contain nutrients and plant compounds that work synergetically to promote your health, and they can't be replaced by fiber supplements. So supplement with Just Better Fiber. Don't make Just Better Fiber the only fiber you're consuming during the day. Now, I will link Just Better Fiber down below with a discount. Highly recommend. The best fiber supplement, 1 ingredient, no fillers like what you find at the grocery store, and it is a woman-owned small business, which is even better. Number 4, all smoothies and juices are healthy. We see all of these juice bars and smoothie bars. Believe it or not, some of these can contain more calories than an entire meal, not to mention more sugar. A nutrient-dense smoothie, a nutrient-dense juice, this can be a great way to get in fruits, vegetables, and fiber. You can even pop some protein powder into your smoothie to up your protein intake. But a lot of the juices, especially the ones sold at your local grocery store in bottles, same with smoothies, can be really high calories. We're talking 300, 400, 500 calories and 50, 60, 70 grams of sugar. If you are a juice lover, a smoothie lover, you've got to look at the nutritional label and that added sugar line. That should be 0. All of the sweetness, the sugar, should be coming from the fruit, fruit in the smoothie and in the juice. There should be 0 to very, very, very little added sugar. Same goes with all the juice bars and smoothie bars in the world. Check the nutrition label. I always say you're better off making these things at home. That way you get to control what goes into them. Number 5, everybody can benefit from a probiotic. Now, I personally take a probiotic every single day for gut health, because gut health is important for weight loss, but every body is different. So not every body needs to have a probiotic. Some people's digestive systems are resistant to probiotic colonization, but introducing probiotics through supplements can lead to negative changes in their gut bacteria. Plus, bacterial overgrowth in the small intestine related to probiotic use can lead to bloating, gas, and other adverse side effects. Probiotics should be taken if you can handle them, if your gut can handle them. I take a probiotic every day. I take the Clean Simple Eats Pink Probiotic. I find that it really, really helps with my digestive health. It helps with my gut health. I don't find any bloating or side effects. It works really well for me. It's one probiotic. I will link it down below if you're interested. But what I recommend, number 1, is talk to your doctor if you want to start any type of regimen, a vitamins, exercise, diet. It's a conversation with your doctor, and try a probiotic. See how your body does with it. Like I said, every body is different, so you may have a different reaction, but for me, the Pink Probiotic from Clean Simple Eats is the best that I've tried. Number 6, weight loss is easy. Girl, weight loss is the hardest thing, one of the hardest things you're ever going to do. Don't be fooled by the dramatic before and after pictures. I mean, I got a lot of before and after pictures, but it was not easy. It was not easy to lose 140 pounds, and it is certainly not easy to maintain that weight loss. A lot goes into losing weight, besides just being in a calorie deficit. You have to work on your relationship with food, your mental health, your physical health. You have to develop some healthy habits so you can maintain that weight loss. It is not easy. Losing weight, even a single solitary ounce, is not easy. You gotta drown out the weight loss noise, and you cannot compare yourself to others. Every body is different. Everybody's journey is different. Comparison is the thief of joy. So do not compare your body, your weight loss, your physical health, your fitness, how fast you can walk, run, how much weight you can lift to anybody else. The only person you are in competition with is yourself. And remember, weight loss is hard. So whatever you do to lose weight, you have to do that to maintain that weight loss. So make sure it's sustainable for you long term. Number 7, this is a big one. Tracking macros and calories is absolutely necessary for weight loss. First of all, you do have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. Now, do you have to track your calories to know if you're in a caloric deficit? Yes and no. Yes and no. It's more about the foods that you're choosing. You don't have to stress over every single morsel of food that goes into your mouth, every single calorie. You don't have to play macro Tetris, trying to line up your protein, fat, and carb exactly every single day. That is not sustainable. It's stressful, and you're probably going to quit after a week. You need to focus on developing healthy habits with food, choosing whole real food for 80 to 90% of your diet, making sure that you're eating protein with every meal, that you're eating fiber with every meal, that your meals are balanced. There's protein, carbs, and fats in every meal and snack. Food tracking can be really obsessive, and it can develop an eating disorder, an unhealthy relationship with food. So if you struggle with tracking your food, don't track your food. Focus on eating healthy whole food, protein with every meal. Try to get 30 grams of protein or more with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and try to get 30 or more grams of fiber every day. And just doing that alone is gonna make you focus on whole real food. You're most likely 99.9% sure you're gonna be in a caloric deficit, and you're gonna see some weight loss without tracking your food and playing macro Tetris. Number 8, high cholesterol foods are unhealthy. They're actually not. Let's specifically focus on eggs, because we are told all the time, eat the egg white, don't eat the yolk. That's where all the bad stuff is. Actually, the yolk is where all the healthy fat is, and the yolk is actually one of the best parts of the egg. Cholesterol-rich, nutritious foods like eggs and full-fat yogurt in your diet may boost your health by enhancing feelings of fullness and providing important nutrients that other foods lack. Actually, cholesterol in moderation, just like everything else, is absolutely healthy and beneficial for your weight loss and for a healthy lifestyle. Stop only eating the egg white, okay? Stop only eating the egg white, eat the whole egg. The cholesterol in the yolk of the egg has been proven study after study after study not to raise your bad cholesterol. In fact, eggs can actually benefit your good cholesterol. Number 9, this is a pretty big myth, and that's that eating orders only affect women. We think that women are the only ones that can have eating disorders, and that's actually not true. Obesity, anorexia, bulimia, heavy restriction or elimination, men and women can both suffer from eating disorders. Now, there is a bigger population of women that have them, but believe it or not, men can struggle just as much. In fact, 30% of adolescent men in the United States report body dissatisfaction and the use of unhealthy methods to attain their ideal body type. It affects both men and women. Men too can get really involved in unhealthy ways to build muscle. Women can get involved in healthy ways to build muscle. Men and women both can struggle with eating disorder. So if you are struggling with an eating disorder, if you know somebody that's struggling with an eating disorder, male or female, there is help out there. Please get help and help to heal your relationship with food. It's really, really important for a healthy, long, happy life. And number 10, this one's my favorite. This one is my favorite. I have several reels on Instagram about this, and that is carbs make you fat. Carbohydrates do not make you fat. They are essential for weight loss. They're essential for a healthy lifestyle. The only thing making you fat is being in a calorie surplus, whether it's carbs, fats, protein, or all of the above. Just like fat has been blamed for weight loss, now it's carbs. Low carb diets are so popular, and it is not necessary to restrict or eliminate your carbohydrates unless medically necessary. And again, that is a conversation with your doctor. If you are a healthy individual, you need a good amount of carbs every day to reach your weight loss goals because our body reaches for carbs for energy. If we don't eat carbs, our body doesn't have anything to reach for energy. Eating a moderate amount of nutritious carbs that are high in fiber, vitamins, and minerals like starchy root vegetables, ancient grains, and legumes will likely benefit your health, not harm it. For example, dietary patterns that contain a balanced mix of high fiber carbs, mainly from produce, healthy fats, and proteins, things like the Mediterranean diet, have been associated with a reduced risk of obesity, diabetes, certain cancers, and heart disease. However, if all you're eating for carbs is cakes, cookies, crackers, and chips, that's a whole different story. Those are fast-acting carbohydrates. Those can actually lead to weight gain and issues like type 2 diabetes. I know for me, I utilize fast-acting carbs before a workout and after a workout. So I always have a fast-acting carb before I go to work out because that's what my body's going to pull my energy from. And then I've exhausted all of that energy through my workout. So afterwards, I have my protein and another fast-acting carb. The rest of the carbohydrates that I choose throughout the day are whole grains. They have some fiber. That's how you know if they're a complex carb, is if they contain fiber. I would say about 90% of your carb intake every day should be from whole real food, foods that contain fiber. But carbs do not make you fat. Carbs are not healthy. Carbs are essential. The only thing making you fat is not being in a calorie deficit and eating above your maintenance. That's it, not carbohydrates. So those are 10 more weight loss and nutrition myths that you need to know are untrue. Let me know down below which one of these surprised you the most and which one of these have you fallen victim to, because guess what? I've fallen victim to a lot of them on this list. I will also link the first video with 10 additional myths down below for you. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, check out Just Better Fiber, Clean Simple Eats Probiotic, and get your macros and calories done down in the description box. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.